Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Colosseum. So where we left off last time, we were actually going through this lab area, and we didn't get through too much at all, as we found one DNA sample, which I have no idea what that is, and I didn't even know this was over here, but okay, I picked it up. Last time we went through here, we didn't get too far. We took on a couple of trainers, but then we went ahead and stopped there. So now we need to go through and continue on from where we left off. So I don't know why you are out front. That clearly should not be a thing. We should have Megatite out, and then we should have Wobblu next. And then we would have Sudowoodo, so it'll look something like this. So I went ahead and checked everything out off screen. We stopped here, so we might as well go up the stairs and see what's going on before we continue on, because apparently it is a dead end. So you're Wes, aren't you? The word is you've been wreaking havoc with our plans. Alright, so we're supposed to go up here, I guess. This is going to be a dead end, but we need to battle this guy here, and I'm hoping he could have a shadow Pokemon. We haven't seen too many so far, but yeah, like I said, last episode we didn't do too much. I want to keep the episodes kind of shorter than I usually do, because most of the time I have them really long, and that just doesn't seem like it's something that we should be doing now, considering that we're at a point right now where no one's even watching the series anyway, and if someone actually is watching it, I don't think they would have sat around for 30 plus minutes listening to me ramble about nothing, probably. But I think we will try to keep this around the same as we have last time. I just want to get through as much as I can of this place, because areas like this and areas like caves and stuff, not really too big of a fan of, because there's so many different areas you can go to. So either way, it's all going to be a maze, and I really don't want to have to go through a lot of mazes right now. But the reason I did send out Swablu, I know you're thinking, wow, why did you send out Swablu? There's two electric types here. The only reason I sent it out was because I need to get its shadow meter lowered down. I'm not really concerned about anything else but that at this point, because our team is pretty crappy. We have level 40s right now that we're taking on, and we have Pokemon around level 33 still that we need to just get their shadow stuff lowered so we can get them out of our party and get some better, more Pokemon that are more able to handle and take hits now. So we're just going to keep these guys out, throw them out there, just so they can get the experience and then come right back in, because obviously they're going to get one shot. Because we're not where we need to be with them. We need them to go away, basically, because they can't hold their own. They're pretty weak. They're what you get towards the beginning of the game, and we shouldn't be using them right now. But I have this weird thing where I want to do all of the shadows in order that I receive them, and I want to get their hearts lowered in the order that I get them. I don't know, it's just something weird that I want to do. It's probably one of the reasons why I actually did not complete the game, because I probably got to a point where my Pokemon were too low level and I wasn't able to have a pretty solid party. So I just decided to stop playing, because I didn't want to bother getting beaten every single time that I lost. And I didn't have as many resources as I do now. Now we have a whole lot more resources available to us, which I'm very happy about. We have saving in certain points so that we can catch all of the shadow Pokemon that we need to catch. And yeah, there's that. We can also go back and do some battles that we lost without having to lose too much money. If we want to save or something right before we die in a battle, we just have a lot more at our fingertips now. So it should be a little bit easier. Plus, I think we'll be okay, because we do have 3 legendaries in our box that we are going to be using at some point in time. if we can finally get all these nobodies out of our team, then we'll be able to use them, of course. But speaking of saves, no havoc, please. Well, sorry, I have to do that. We'll talk about it in a second. Let's see what he has to say. The shadow Pokemon that were made here have been transported out already. Battle all you want, but there's no stopping our shadow Pokemon plan now. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this shiny thing on the desk here, a downstairs key, and I'm just gonna take it with me, because obviously there's gotta be a reason that I have a downstairs key here. I have to obviously go downstairs or something. And I think there was an area that we were able to go to before we weren't able to access over here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but it should be over here somewhere. Now, it might be this area here, is it? Okay, it doesn't appear to open from this side, so it's not this area. It should be down here, maybe? Yes, the downstairs key is needed to open the door. Okay, so we will do that in just a second. We need to go back to the PC, unfortunately, though, because we need to heal up our Pokemon. Because they took a beating in that battle against those Magnemites. I'm kind of not looking forward to a boss battle at this point, because I feel like we're not going to be ready. And you know what? I said 3 legendaries. I think we only have 2 so far. I don't think we've caught Raikou yet. I believe this is the area where you should be able to catch Raikou, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not for sure. Okay, so as you can see, we have quite a few Pokemon here that we can use, but we need to first get rid of all these nobodies who are not going to help us out in their current form. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and drop them into the box, though. But yes, like I said, speaking of saves, I know last episode we had quite a big deal about saving. The computer did not want to save the files for me, and it said the memory card was corrupted or something, and I was like, what is going on? And I couldn't figure it out. So today when I logged into the game, I just went to the old save file, which is not too far away from this one, actually. It's pretty close. So I'm probably gonna have to do that later, but I went back to that old file, and everything saved perfectly fine and normal. So I guess it was something that I did with like the save states. It kind of saved over something that I had previously already done, and the memory card was like, you're saving something that you've already done. How is that possible? What did you do? So I think if I just go back to that save, I should be okay. For now though, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to keep doing the save states for this one episode here, or 2, or however many I decide to record. I have kind of a bit of time today to record. That's why I wanted to sit down and do a few Colosseum episodes. But I feel like after that, once I finish this bulk up, I'm going to go back to where that save was, and I'm going to go through all of this again. Yes, unfortunately, I will have to do it all again. But I'm going to get us back to where we are now, so that I'll be able to save in the game. Because for some reason, it is bugging me that I can't do that right now. You're not supposed to be in here. Hence why I opened the door with the key that I stole. Yeah, I know. But yeah. Whatever I'm saying. Yeah, I definitely think I will go back and do that, because I just prefer to do it this way rather than the other way. I prefer to save and have my game save properly. I don't know why, when I use the save states anyway. But I'll just do it that way. And I feel like Espeon is not going to be able to do much here. I don't think Nuzleaf is a dark type yet. I'm not for sure, but if we can hit a high jump kick, we should... Yeah, it is. Okay. If we can hit a high jump kick, we should be able to take out this Houndour. So I should probably switch out Espeon, to be honest. I wasn't for sure if Nuzleaf was part dark type yet. I knew that its final form is. And there we go. Meditite is going to die. Nice. You know what? Let's see how much a return actually does, though. I'm clearly giving up on Meditite at this point. But yeah, I wasn't for sure. I know Shiftry is a dark type, but between Nuzleaf and Shiftry, I just kind of blank out on that one. And this is, in my opinion, where I wish we had the ability to save and heal our Pokemon up so much faster. Because I have to walk all the way back now. Just so that I can go back and heal up these guys again. Because Espeon is gone. Honestly, if like Meditite was the only one that took the fall there, I would have probably not went back. Because I really don't want to. But because we lost Espeon, I feel like we should go back and heal up, because Espeon and Umbreon are kind of our powerhouses right now. Also, I know this is completely like not even remotely related to what we've been talking about like so far, but I've actually finally downloaded Renegade Platinum, which is something that I've wanted to do for a while. I heard about it a long time ago, and I know it's old news now, but it was something I wanted to play for a while, and I just didn't really get around to it because I just didn't feel like doing it, I guess, because I had so much going on the channel. But now that we have pretty much, I don't know if it's going to be happening by the time you see this, but we have Pokemon Black ending. We already had the To the Moon series ending. I don't know if there's any other ones that are really ending right now that I can think of, but we're pretty much finishing up the Apex stuff now. Not like finishing with them, but just we have a lot of things that we're completing, which I'm very happy about. But then we also have some new stuff that I want to do as well, that I haven't got around to doing yet, and I wasn't for sure on Renegade Platinum because a lot of people nowadays don't really watch Pokemon Let's Plays unless it's like a Nuzlocke or something. That's why I feel like people are not watching this series here at all, because it's just a regular playthrough, and it's a really old game, and also I just feel like Pokemon is something that you had to have a big audience for nowadays to actually be able to do anything with it, because my channel isn't known for Pokemon right now. It's known for another game that I don't play anymore. Well, I haven't played in a really long time, and I probably don't plan on playing anytime soon, because of how mad it made me. If you know what I'm talking about, then props to you. But I don't know, I feel like it's an effort that I am gonna make and not gonna amount to much. Kind of something that I could do for myself, basically. If I wanted to do it for myself. That's the way I see it right now. If you want to do something for yourself, then sure, go ahead and do it. But other than that, I don't really see a point to it. Like, I wanted to do that before. I wanted to do a Nuzlocke of the game. But I don't know, I didn't feel like it was something that I should be doing, because they're really hard games. Like, all of the, if you don't know, they're usually like Drayano games, and if you play Pokemon before, you know who Drayano is. He's known very much for his Pokemon hacks of the regular games. He will play like Thinking Sapphire is one of them, Sacred Gold, and Storm Silver, you know, just spin-off versions of the actual games themselves, which I guess is something that people enjoy. I've played a couple of them. I haven't played too many of them. But I played a couple of them, and they're really hard games though. The only thing about them is that when you do Nuzlocke on them, they're actually really hard games. And it can be kind of difficult to complete them, especially in Nuzlocke form. The people that do it must be super good at them, because I tried to play Renegade Platinum last night by myself just because I wanted to play it. I haven't played it in a while. And I died literally like before I was able to even get to the first gym. Like, not even in the first city. I didn't even make it to Jubilife City. I got my Pokeballs, and then I lost the Pokemon, and then I faced Barry, and he beat me, of course, right before you get to that next route, before going into the cave. Right before you get to Orberg City, I think it is. Oh man. And it was kind of like demotivating for me. I was like, you know what? I want to do this on the channel because I want to play Renegade Platinum. But I don't want to play it if it means that I'm going to have to do it in a Nuzlocke form, because people just want the Nuzlocks or they're not entertaining. You can't just play through a regular game. It's not entertaining like it is in a Nuzlocke form. But I know for a fact that if I did it in a Nuzlocke form, I would probably lose on like episode 3. Or probably to the first gym, if anything, because he does like all the IVs and EVs of the Pokemon. He also does the like extra levels. So if you are able to get your Pokemon, say like you're facing the trainers for the first time, normally they'd be around level 6 and 7, but with his hacks, they're like level 8 and 9, and then you face your rival for the first time again after your first battle when you get your Pokemon for the first time. And he's got like level 11s and 12s, which are like the levels of the first gym normally. And the first gym is probably around like, I want to say level 16 maybe? I don't even know, I didn't even get that far. Which is insanely high, and then you have to go and train and train. And then all their Pokemon are super IV'd and EV'd and can take hits and are smart. The AI is super smart. And I was like, you know what? That'd be something that I'd want to do, but not in a Nuzlocke form. My goodness, that would be literally insane. I'm not that good. I mean, I played Pokemon for a long time, but some people are super competitive with Pokemon, and that game is like super competitive Pokemon. That's not me, I'm just a casual player. That's why I'm casually playing through this game. Because it's a casual game, and I figured it would be cool to do. I don't know. Like, I don't have a reason for what I do and which series that I record. In what order. I just decide that I want to play one of the games and I go through and play it. I just now realize though that I'm probably rambling on about something that you're probably not even listening to or even caring about whatsoever. Oh boy, I'm probably making no sense right now. Basically what I'm trying to say is, I want to play Renegade Platinum, but I don't want to play it in Nuzlocke form on the channel. But then if I don't play it in Nuzlocke form, people aren't going to watch it, so what's the point? Nowadays, if you play a video game and you don't like record it or put it on the internet for people to see, it's like, did you even do it? Is it even worth doing? I don't know. There's this whole stigma now, for some reason, about how if you do not play something and like record it or something, then it didn't happen. So I don't know. Don't know. I'm just kind of iffy on it right now, so let's go ahead though and continue on into this area. I will stop rambling on about absolute nothingness, I guess. We do need to do at least one more thing. I feel like we haven't done much at all. This feels like we haven't done anything. We took on a couple battles, but really, what else did we do? Alright, So we found a DNA sample, another DNA sample. What is all these DNA samples for? I don't understand. Maybe that will become clear. I've been hired to tend to Pokemon, so that's what I've been doing this whole time. Were you folks wanting a Pokemon too? Sure. Is that so? It's a shame, but they're all gone. They've all been taken away somewhere. Every last one. Well dang, I thought you were gonna give me a Pokemon. That would have been nice to just get a free one right there. Alright, let's go to the left here. Seems like this is the way that we need to go. So we'll go back the other way after we fight Cat Girl here. It's so weird how their little helmets have the little ears on them. I know that it's the mask part of it, but it looks like a little ear. It's kind of ironic as well that she has a Pupitar. Because her mask looks like a Pupitar. Or whatever. Kind of. Not really, but kind of. Okay, so let's take out the Swablu. And I think if we can hit a high jump kick, we might take out the Pupitar. But knowing Meditite, it's going to not be able to take out the Pupitar. It's going to miss its high jump kick. And we're going to die. Alright, well at least we avoided the Screech. And at least we'll get one move off before we die. Because I know for a fact that the Swablu is going to use Fly on my Meditite and kill it in one hit, so I'm not going to worry about anything but the Pupitar right now. So, and of course he's going for Screech as well, which like partially lowers your defense anyway, so that's, yeah, definitely going to take me out once you hit me with this Fly. Oh, well you missed! Alright, well, okay, and I didn't miss, so I guess I should have went for the Pupitar. But wow, Meditite actually did something. I am super confused. But it actually did something. Wow, okay. So I'm gonna go Psybeam here on this Zubat, and I guess we're going to confuse this Pupitar. If we can actually live a hit from it, if it doesn't use a normal move, we might actually be able to do this with Meditite, and we might not have to go back and heal up for once. But that Screech is definitely going to be a problem. Definitely. And there we have the Fortress, who is the Shadow Pokemon, and now this is what I'm kind of scared of. Because I have a feeling that this Fortress is probably going to explode. And that is going to mean that we're not going to be able to catch it. And I'm not going to have that happen. So I am going to save right now once the Fortress is out. Okay, so it's saved. It's saved. And now I think I want to go ahead and put a Reflect up. And then I'm going to go in a Confusion on the Pupitar. I think it might go before me. I gotta get rid of the Pupitar anyway, because I cannot do anything with the, I can't do anything with, whatchamacallit, Fortress, until I get rid of the Pupitar. So I've got to get rid of that. Although trying to rely on Meditite to do anything nowadays is not worth it to me. And Shadow Rush is destroying. What level is that Fortress? I didn't even notice. Ooh, 43. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go a Return on the Pupitar. And I'm going to Sing on Fortress and see if I can actually hit it. If I can actually hit a Sing, and it actually puts it to sleep, that might help me out quite a little bit. Hopefully that's her last wand, so that we can focus down this Fortress. I'm gonna hope that it doesn't know anything but Shadow Rush at this point, because it is a Shadow Pokemon, so it should only know Shadow Rush. Hopefully. And I'm kind of debating sending out Umbreon instead of Sudowoodo and Gibbon-top, but you know what? The more they come out in battle, the better it's going to be for me, so I'm just going to stick with it. Okay, I'm going to do a Return, but I'm not sure what's going to happen, so let's just see. Espeon does love me. Okay, that does nothing, which is good. That's what I want. And I'm thinking this Fortress is not going to be able to explode on me, it's just going to use Shadow Rush, which is what I want it to do. So I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to keep using Block with Sudowoodo. And then I'm going to go Returns with Espeon. And once we get it to a super okay low point, then I will go ahead and try to throw some Pokeballs at it. And we are running a little low on Ultra Balls, so I think I might need to go back and buy some more. I haven't actually looked at how much money that we have so far, but I feel like we have quite a bit now, so I think I might want to go back and buy some like healing items, and then I also might want to go and get some more Pokeballs too. I know there's one place in particular where I'll be able to get some. So for this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to heal up Espeon. I want to keep Espeon out. I don't have any more. Oh, I do. Okay, I was going to say I don't have any more Hyper Potions, but I do. And I have quite a bit of Super Potions, you know? I didn't even think about this, but maybe I should be using some Super Potions at a battle. Maybe healing up that way instead of going all the way back. The only problem is, most of the time the Pokemon all faint, so, you know, it's not really worth it, in my opinion, to use the Super Potion because they won't work anyway unless I use a Revive. Alright, so I'm going to do one more return. And then with the return plus his Shadow Rush, I think we should be good to go ahead and try to start catching this fortress. I know, these episodes are so entertaining. I mean, we do literally one thing the whole entire time, and that is all we do. But you know what? That's what Pokemon is about anyway. Battling. If you thought it was about anything else, you were mistaken. Okay? It's about battling. And that's all we've done the whole entire time is battle, so we've got literally no story whatsoever. Alright, so I'm going to go with an Ultra Ball now. Actually, you know what? I might want to try a Timer Ball. I don't know how many turns it's been, but I think it's been a few. And a Timer Ball might work pretty well. So I'm going to go through and save, because I feel like we should be good to start catching it. And we'll just toss some Pokeballs at it. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did talk about the save stuff and the memory card. I don't know what was wrong with it. It's working now, but before it wasn't working, and I didn't know why. I'm guessing it was because, like I said, it was something to do with me saving, I guess, over something that I'd already done, because I restarted the game from a certain point because I didn't remember where we were since I hadn't recorded in such a long time. But also another thing that I had figured out as well, I'm guessing that whenever we did, because if you guys watched the last episode, which if you didn't watch then you have no idea what's going on, but if you did watch the last episode, towards the end there we kind of sped up a little bit, because I was running a little bit low on time, and I was like, you know what, I should probably speed this up a bit, try to catch this thing. I know you guys don't want to sit here and just watch me go through and you don't want to watch me sit here and go through and do absolutely nothing and just try to catch Pokemon over and over and over again. Oh, well, this is a dead end anyway. So I figured I'll speed it up so we can catch it real quick, and then after we catch it, we should be good to actually progress after that point, so I can turn it off of the super speed and stuff. So when I did that, I feel like it corrupted something, I don't know, because I couldn't tell what anybody was saying, all the words were all jumbled up. I guess it was because I was doing the fast stuff and then slowing it back down again, and normally it's fine, but this time it just didn't work out right for me, so I guess I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful on that front. But we did catch Fortress, we did catch Murgrove, so we did okay today. We didn't do too bad with the amount of Pokemon that we managed to capture. So we did some stuff. You might not think we did, but we did some stuff. So that's actually a good thing, I guess. So I think we're good. I think we're good to continue on next episode. I know It seems like we didn't do much today, but you know what? I think we actually did. I think we actually got a lot done. We actually managed to go through quite a bit of the area and get a few things done that we needed to do. So I'm gonna go back to where we were so I don't forget which way that I need to go in this maze of a place. And the next episode, we're gonna continue on from where we left off there. And then we should be able to continue on and hopefully be close to somewhat being ready to get out of this place and continue on to the next area. But for now, that's gonna do it for me, and I will see you guys in the next episode of our Pokemon Colosseum playthrough. Yeah, just a normal playthrough. But I will see you guys in the next episode.